Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Judge. By the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
Where should I cast my line?
We've reached our destination.
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Ha! I've got something. Dagnabbit! It got away. Ha! I've got something. Boy, that's a bit of a letdown.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
I've got something. That wasn't much of a challenge.
Guess it's important to stay calm.
Ha! Okay, change of plans. Ha! There we go. Anybody could reel in that.
You sure know what you're doing.
Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this. Hup. All right. Well, it's not bad, per se.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. Reel it in. I'll let you go this time. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. There we go. Well, it's not bad, per se.
Nice work! Hey! It's that ingredient!
Yeah. The one for that recipe.
You always have an eye for food. There's something in the water.
We've reached our destination.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
We may get out of this alive after all.
Yeah.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
Cut them apart here. We won that by a mile.
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
You saw it too, right?
Hey, what do you think about that spot?
Good idea. I'll go for that one. Okay, change of plans. Ha! There we go. I'll catch something bigger next time.
You take your fishing pretty seriously.
Yeah! I've got something. That's not a fish I see often.
There certainly are a wide array of fish on Dana.
Oh!
You're top of the food chain.
Yeah! All right. That's a bit of a letdown.
Looks like a pretty energetic fish. We've reached our destination.
There's something in the water.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Time to try a different spot. Yeah! Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. Ha! All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. Okay, change of plans. Time to try a different spot. All right, once more from the top. Time to try a different spot. Time to try a different spot. Yeah! Oh boy, she's a big one. This is quite the catch, if I do say so myself.
Oh my gosh! That's a really rare species!
I hope we catch something decent.
Indeed. Hungry bellies are counting on this. I wasn't sure if I'd actually reel it in, but somehow I did.
That was intense. It looked like you were practically dueling with the fish.
Yeah, I kept thinking your rod was going to snap in half the entire time I was watching.
It's a whopper of an armored sturgeon. It wriggled so much I thought my arms would pop out of their sockets.
The fish was all bah, and your rod was all creak, and the water was all splash, 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 splash. But you held your own and reeled it in. It was crazy. You're like a heavy... No, I just mean you put your full weight behind the thing.
Law, how about you put your full weight behind zipping your pie hole?
I meant it as a compliment.
I wish I could brawl like you, Law.
You wish to learn my secret?
Yes, Master. Please, teach me the art of defense. This could be useful. Guess I misread the landing. Gotta break through!
I'm surrounded!
Severing wind! Devastation!
These guys picked the wrong fight.
No complaints here. The more the merrier.
Just don't go getting any rash ideas.
Gotta break through! Wind! Great!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
They've really got us on the ropes.
Don't forget to heal your wounds. Out of our way!
Severing wind! First strike! Wind!
You're mine!
Searing gale! I'm on it!
We got the advantage.
Good. Now we just have to make sure...
Don't worry, cause Law's on it. My fists are crushing it out there. Hey, when did I get so popular?
Have you ever considered a defensive
The
approach?
tide of battle has
Sit around
turned.
and wait, that's the power?
Right. Comrades in arms.
What? Too sentimental?
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
I just noticed none of you other Danans have spirit cores. Why is that?
Both of my parents were part of the resistance in Calaglia. In fact, my birth was kept a secret from the Renans.
Mine too. We always lived in hiding, so I never had a spirit core embedded in me like I was supposed to.
What about you, Alphen? You were a slave in Calaglia before all this, weren't you?
To be completely honest, I'm not sure why I don't have one. All the other Danan slaves around me did. I was the only exception. They tended to keep their distance from me to avoid attracting any attention from the soldiers, because of my mask and all. What about you, Kisara? Do you still have your spirit core?
No. I was able to find a good Renan doctor who's sympathetic to our kind, and had them remove it before I left. They did such a great job, the procedure didn't even leave a scar.
One of the benefits of coexistence, huh?
I know that once the spirit vessel was shut down, there wasn't much need for me to hurry. But still, I didn't like having that mark of servitude lingering on me any longer than I had to. It may sound a little strange to hear me say this, but I'm just me now. Not a guardsman or a slave. I'm my own woman, and this is my chance to have a new beginning.
This sure is one rugged road. You'd think they'd keep this at least a little better maintained, right?
Why spend energy fixing that which is rarely used? Repairs require time and effort, which in our world means slaves, often in great numbers. For you, it may be a simple request, but that can quickly become another's difficult burden. Nobody gains anything without someone expending effort.
And you know, somehow that someone always ends up being a Danon, while the Renans are the ones who gain.
True enough. Ideally, in a perfect world, I think it's only fair that the ones who need it should be the ones to perform the work.
However, when doing so could be dangerous like it is here, there are many who would prefer that it be others who risk their lives in their stead.
So, what you're saying is that people will just put up with the inconvenience until someone else comes along to fix it for them?
Indeed. And it is those who can no longer bear that feeling that inevitably take action. Much like the Danons in our group do so now. As strange as it may be to hear such a thing from the likes of myself.
It's true that most of the Danons in Calaglia have been resigned to just accepting things as they are. Still, we can't just blame them for...
What are you making that face for? You're not worn out already, are you?
Nah, just regretting I ever said anything in the first place.
This one's tough, but we have no choice.
Let me know if you need healing.
This one's mine. Here's a healing arm.
We may get out of this alive after all.
Yeah.
I'm not so good with airborne targets.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
Pesky airborne scoundrels!
Sounds like a job for yours truly. Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
I can feel my power growing.
All right.
There's nowhere to run from my art!
When he slows down, that's our chance.
In a vine?
It's like trying to keep up with a wolf.
Eat this!
Prepare to be seared or bleed apart. Actually, perhaps bound is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Searing Gale! Golden Pound! Mega Ray!
Going in. I'm impressed.
This one's mine! Hero Golden Pound! You're mine!
In a vine?
Talon Hurricane! You're mine!
Searing Gale! Take this!
Mega Ray!
No further!
This one's mine!
Watch this!
Golden Pound! Hear me! Flame of Fury! This one's mine!
Searing Gale!
This one's mine! Flaming Meteor! Gravitas Field! Mega Ray! Mine!
Eat this! Whirlwind Smash! Severing Wind! Scoot
Well, someone seems in tip-top form.
Nothing new about that shit.
And still as humble as ever.
Got some interesting moves there, Dohalim. I'm glad.
I'm simply glad to hear that I can make myself useful to you all. Huh?
What's wrong?
We seem to have come across some rather unusual objects.
What, you mean that pile of garbage?
No mere garbage, I assure you. Still, I've never seen anything shaped like it before. I'm intrigued.
Are you curious about this stuff, Rinwell?
Yeah. I think he might have found some old Danon relics. They look like the remains of a bunch of objects that disappeared after the Renans first invaded.
And yet here I am, holding them without so much as a second thought. I imagine the sight must be unsettling to you.
Not really, just that it must be nice to be a Renan who has time to indulge in stuff like that, unlike the rest of us.
Are you interested in this stuff too, Dohalim?
Charmed may be a better turn of phrase. I simply love objects that can give me a sense of what their maker was thinking, the history that went into their creation. You see, we Renans have hardly any such objects that trace back to our distant past.
I still don't understand what you two find so intriguing about it, though.
Why not? We're talking about our own culture here.
I get that, but it's not like this stuff is any use now, does it? It's just old. Real old.
Oh, but it does. Holding it in your hands like this, one can feel and engage with the distant past in a way no history book can ever accomplish.
I'll take your word for it. Well, seeing as it's Dan in history, just make sure you're careful with it. All right, Dohalim?
But of course.
I sense a strange power from this.
I got it.
Got what?
I can chop up vegetable scraps and use them in... the seasonings.
Should've known that's what it was gonna be about.
Visibility along this path will remain limited for some time. Take care not to get ambushed.
I'm surprised you know the terrain here so well. Lords don't strike me as having much time for wandering in the woods.
Sometimes I would take strolls along here when I wished to be alone.
You always did have a bad habit of disappearing without telling any of us guardsmen.
I need something to eat. An opponent like this should be easy.
Here I go. I'm on it.
In a vine? Watch it!
Searing gale!
It's a duel beyond!
We can win the tables on it.
There are still more left!
Right.
Why can't
No
they
time to
just
hold
sit
back.
still?
See ya. Can you take care of them?
Most of the session's done!
Ground and pound!
Right here. I got you. This one's mine. This should come in handy when crafting weapons.
They got me flanked!
Hear me! Flame of fury!
Rising Phoenix!
Burning strike! With the marksman handle! Airborne beasts! My special! I'm on it! Here I go!
Rising
Again!
We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle!
All yours!
Do it!
Okay, here I go!
Hey! Blow them away!
Everybody okay?
We're all right, Alphen.
It's so hilly around here. I can feel my feet getting blisters.
That's mountain hiking for you. It can be pretty tough if you're not used to these sorts of trails.
I take it you're comfortable with them then?
Oh yeah, we used to run...
Gone!
Devastation!
I'm like bait to them!
Rising Phoenix!
Eat this!
Going in!
Blow away!
Let me help!
Now I can let loose!
You're mine!
Next!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Searing gale!
There you do it!
Look sharp! There! Do it!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, because Raw's on.
An astral art?
That's my cue.
Shut him down. We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Into the shadows!
Look sharp!
Blow away!
Ready, flash! I'm practically unstoppable. Not far enough! There! Got to take this!
This one's mine!
You're done! Look sharp! Searing gale!
Get behind me!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Leave the ensnaring to me. Yeah! And the pummeling to me!
Mega ray!
This freaking does it!
In here! Discharge! Here! This one's
I
mine!
wish I could brawl like you, all.
You wish to learn my secrets, young Nelson?
Yes, Master. Please, teach me the art of defense.
You are Grandmaster Tsar for that!
Astral energy!
Say no more. Great!
Looks like some solid equipment. More Danon ruins here too, I see.
What were people even thinking back then? Trying to build anything around here.
Maybe they just had...
I'll do my best! Dragon Form! Burning!
Rising Phoenix!
It's over! This one's mine!
We did it! Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Ah, right.
I wonder if we can make new weapons with this.
I sure have built up a sweat with this hike.
Rest assured, we have reached the top. It's all downhill from here.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Eat this! It's over! Mega ray!
Eat this! Searing gale!
This one's mine!
Here, let me in.
Now I can let loose.
Going in!
Dragon Swarm!
Again! This one's
Every
mine!
way! Searing gale!
Going in!
We're thinning them out.
We? More like me.
I'll admit I'm impressed.
Igneous discharge!
There's always room for improvement.
What's this thing? Phew, what a rush.
What's this place here? Some kind of old house?
I don't know.
Right, here goes! Dragon Swarm!
Going in! Into the shadows!
Searing gale!
This one's mine! Mega ray!
Dragon Swarm!
Eat this! Here I go! I'm only getting started! Take going
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right, no time to hold back.
I'm gone!
Blew away!
These guys picked the wrong fight.
No complaints here. The more the merrier.
Just don't go getting any rash ideas.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more...
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
I can feel my power growing!
Dispose of the trash.
Can't get out of this!
Look, Graviton Shield! Mega Ray Shield!
Get done!
Look,
Blow away!
It's here! Burning Strike!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine!
Ready
Into the
Swarm!
ground!
Hook shot! Dragon Swarm!
Lock! Get toasty!
Bird Strike!
We won that by a mile.
Do my best! When did I get so hot? Feeling gale!
Flame of Fury! Burning Strike!
Devastation!
Here's a healing arc! First aid! This one's mine!
Devastation! Damn it! It's too fast! Stand back. I'll trip it up. The enemy wields arms too.
We'll soon see about that.
Dragon Swarm! I'll run you through! Severing Wind!
Damn, you beat me to it.
Gotta be quick, or I'll take them all myself.
Come like hell.
This one's mine!
Watch Dragon Swarm! We did it!
These little ones are...
Less talking, more pummeling.
Good to know my training is paying off.
Through these lands most verdant green, my eyes alight for sights unseen. In Menancia, pure and pristine.
What is it you see exactly?
That's not for me to say.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
I'm only getting
Rising Phoenix!
Like moth to the flame.
Okay, here I go.
Do it! Away! Wind! I'm on it! Devastation! Rising Phoenix!
There! And again!
I'll tear you apart!
Have you ever...
Demons descend! Flashing Fang!
Looks like it could be worth something.
What's that big tower over there?
Judging by the stench, I'd say the animals at the ranch are all grown now.
I'm impressed how... well balanced this thing is.
think I'll read my book a little more.
Looks perfect and tastes just as good.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Oh, hey, Alphen. What's up?
Nothing. I was just surprised to see you weren't training for once. Got a stomachache or something?
You know I don't literally train around the clock, right? I do take breaks.
Do you? It seems like you're training every chance you get.
Well, yeah, it can't be helped if I want to get stronger. Still, it's important to let your muscles rest every now and then. That's what my dad told me anyway.
Zephyr said that?
When I was a little kid, yeah. I would get so excited whenever he came home. I always followed him wherever he went and tried to learn as much from him as I could. He said, it's good to be passionate, but don't overdo it. Just like there are times when you want to take a break from studying, sometimes your body wants to take a break from training, too. I was always rushing around and forgetting to rest, so he ended up telling me that a lot.
That definitely sounds like him.
It's nothing to get sad over. Still, I can't help but wonder if that was my dad's way of teaching me the dangers of rushing into things too quickly. Then again, maybe I'm just overthinking things. I wish I'd had more time to talk to him about this kind of stuff. See you guys tomorrow. I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep.
Not this way, I guess.
I'm surrounded! What's up? Come and get it! Fear and go!
Well, we're on the home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding
You
me.
made quick work of them!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Make it rain!
Kisara, I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Wanna be the one to block next time?
Huh? Nah. not really my thing.
Way! Sighted! It's over! Going in! Eat this! Rolling snap! Going in! Mega red!
Sonic thrust!
On guard!
Try this!
Dracula! Into the jet
These
line!
little ones are hardly worth our time.
Let's talk. Sion, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done.
Now I can let loose.
Going in! Talon Hurricane! Discard! I'm like bait to them! This one's mine! Do it!
Swarm! Sion!
Get toasty!
Burn strike! Those bombs of yours are amazing!
Who needs a gun when you can send them flying?
You may get out of this alive after. Did you just hear me? Yes. I need you, remember? I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
Sonic thrust! Pierce through! Sonic thrust!
Going in! On it! That's enough!
Going in!
Eat this!
Going in!
I'm on a roll now! Do it! Don't leave! Hey! Blow them away!
Let's keep our eyes on the prize.
Still thinking about how to act around Dohalim?
That obvious, huh? Except I don't think I'll be changing much after all. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to stay his servant. However, I am going to treat him like a fellow comrade, the same way I would with you or anyone else. For as long as I can remember, I've spent my life protecting others. But isn't that what friends do too? Support and protect one another in times of need?
Which in the end pretty much means doing as you've always done, right? If that's what you're most comfortable with, I'm certainly not going to give you any grief over it.
Actually, I've been thinking about how I ought to act around you all as well.
Oh?
When I set out on this journey, it was to rid Eldaman and Sia of its enemies, and search for wisdom in the outside world. Wisdom that I could potentially put to use on my return. I'm grateful to you all for letting me tag along. But it got me thinking, what am I actually contributing by being here?
What are you talking about? You know how to hold a weapon, don't you? That's help enough.
Is it though? Sometimes I wish there was more I could be doing to pull my...
Oops, sorry about that. Jeez, I'm famished.
Now that you mention it, What do you guys normally do for food and meals when you're out and about on your travels?
What do you mean, what do we do? We find stuff to eat and eat it. So long as it's meat, I'm not fussy.
Eating what you like can be good for morale in the short term, but you need to think about your diet if you want to stay healthy.
Does that mean eating vegetables too?
Isn't that obvious?
It does, which I guess hasn't been happening up till now.
Yeah, to be honest, we could be eating better than we do.
Understood. In that case, I'll just have to make sure you're all staying healthy and eating right myself. Fortunately, I happen to know a thing or two about cooking as well.
You hear that, Law? Sounds like you'll be eating your greens after all.
What is it?
No, sorry, it's just... I was just wondering if you had any thoughts on all this.
It will do her good to have a project.
No, not Kisara. I meant you. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Me? Certainly you're not looking to me for culinary skill, I hope.
Typical Renan, leaving everything to someone else.
Rinwell, I don't think...
That said, should you need my skills on the battlefield, please rest assured I have no intention of shirking my responsibilities, regardless of who we may face.
I'm sure no one doubts that. Listen, guys, if we're traveling together, we should probably at least try to make an effort to get to know one another, don't you think?
I wouldn't get your expectations too high in that regard. Believe it or not, sometimes I'm not sure I even know myself all that well.
Something wrong? You look like you're deep in thought.
Not exactly. I was merely thinking about you two and your sense of etiquette.
Oh?
Etiquette?
Indeed. To be quite frank, I find your lack of manners to be nigh intolerable.
That's not being frank, that's being and forget it. Do we really need to talk about this now?
Yes. I find such impropriety on your parts to be deeply unsettling. It concerns me greatly.
What do you want us to do? We were slaves. We never got to learn how to be proper like you.
Yeah, what he said. Maybe you missed how we were just focused on surviving.
Perhaps, but Kisara here demonstrates that it's quite possible for a Denon to learn proper manners.
That's because I was given the opportunity to learn. Moreover, my duties as a guardsman required it. Not every realm is like Menancia, as you well know.
Yeah, I don't think it's fair to hold us to some other city standards.
Exactly. You've got to remember what it's been like for us living under the Rena elsewhere.
I will concede that you do indeed make a valid point. It would appear, for all my espousing the virtues of equality between our peoples, I was still looking down on the two of you.
You don't need to beat yourself up. I wasn't that offended by what you said, man.
Nevertheless, I shall mind my words from here on out. Having said that, I do believe you two would still benefit from learning the basics of proper society. I would be more than happy to teach you both when we camp out, if you like.
Yeah, no, I'll pass. Acting all prim and proper isn't really my style.
If you say so. How about you, Law? Would you like to learn? Although I suppose my first task is to reform your attitude toward the idea of good etiquette.
You're not gonna let this go, are you?
Hey, let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag-Sar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already! I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
looking for you.
For me? Why?
He's tough.
Who are you? Said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we fighting? Who even are you?
Talon Storm! Flame of Fury! Burning! Going in! Talon Hurricane! This one's mine! Look sharp!
Burn in hell! Who the hell are you?
Weakened.
This
This guy's not normal.
His speed is unbelievable.
You mean he even surpasses a lord?
This one's mine! Hurricane!
Here.
Bring it, Dustin! This one's mine!
Here, let me help.
Here's a healing heart!
Here, let me help.
Look sharp!
Die.
This one's mine!
I'm only getting started.
Talon Hurricane!
Going in.
Mega Ray! Look sharp! Here's a healing art! First aid!
Okay,
Look sharp!
here I go.
Igneous discharge!
Excited. It's over.
Fall.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. A wretch like you? Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I. It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides,
Hmm?
Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to it. It didn't even leave a scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine, really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light? I don't know. I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain. But you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Sar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danons, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danon legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris... Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings, it said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shionna's got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important. And learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
Stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need. I believe you. I'm Bayfon, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadheim's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadheim. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
I guess even after you beat the Renans, your work's only really just begun, huh?
Yeah. This place seems like it's got a lot of issues to fix.
So you're Alphen, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit. You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots. You play by my rules here. Just remember that. Gotta say, I didn't expect you to run with a gang of women and kids. Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
What, you?
So you're the one who took down the Lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the Lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quiet.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danons in this realm, is it not? If
Shut
so,
your
then...
mouth, witch! That's enough! If you're really fighting for us Danans, why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Whoa. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of the show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. The scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and the little lady are friends and more.
Son of a... You'll pay for that!
That's enough! Deadeye, you know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm! And don't ever come back! This is Danan's realm and it's ours, understand? I call the shots here. And I make the rules. I do, Deadeye, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadeye! Liberator Deadeye! You are the true leader of this realm! We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes!
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Hey, wait up! Told you so, didn't I? You should have left your Renin pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadeye said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renins.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Beifan? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadeye.
This isn't Deadeye's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems. And here's where I say my farewell. You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renins as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renins. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero. which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him, too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves, and outright forbade the ownership of instruments, is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What the?
Hmm?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I hear a voice. Somebody's asking for help.
Hopefully it's not...
Mm-hmm. Well...
I see. Oh.
Just great.
Excuse me! Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues? Or something?
Hey! Maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
Slash!
Well, looky here.
No backing down! You made quick work of them!
Want me to pick up your slack then?
Just pointing it out.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Grind it!
Pound it!
Grill it!
The perfect burger!
Is this the so-called legendary instrument?
Actually, I think it's one of the freight train parts that I was using for a sword.
I'm sure anything will be fine. We should take it.
Man, I'm famished.
Right, here goes! Blew away!
Easy peasy. Ha hoodle. Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to get here faster.
I'm not so sure. How's this?
I see.
Great! Huh? Hmm?
Agreed.
Totally.
I can't believe you managed to shoo up. That irritating bard.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. We could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together. I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around here who needs our help.
Oh yeah? How's this? Great!
Yes.
Hey!
Ah!
Good.
Really?
What? Yes!
All right. Right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All right.
Yes!
Over there!
Huh?
Yes!
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure. As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
I was just joking. Kinda has a nice ring to it, though.
That Deadeye creep certainly has a few screws loose, that's for sure.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shion. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention.
Good. This came out just the way I hoped.
Hey, what's the smoke? Is it an enemy attack?
Seriously, it's making my eyes and throat burn. What the hell is going on?
It's probably some sort of gas. Try not to breathe it in as much as you can manage.
Gas? Those cowards!
Isn't this just cooking smoke?
What kind of food makes your throat burn so bad just from the smoke?
I believe Alphen is...
They're trying to gas Alphen?
What? Those sick bastards! I won't let them get away with this!
Calm yourselves and listen. I was simply trying to say that Alphen is the one cooking.
Oh?
Maybe I should throw in some more spices, just for that extra kick. Yeah, that'll help. Think I'll turn up the heat while I'm at it, too. Oh, crap. The spices burned. Well, at least the meat's coming along nicely. All right. Now, I just flip it over, and then...
Hey, Alphen? What are you doing over there?
Oh, Shion. Perfect timing. I actually just finished roasting up a chicken. Call everybody over so we can eat together. I used a ton of spices, so it's got a good punch to it. Might have overcooked it a little, but it should still taste good.
I'm starting to understand why your food always tastes so damn spicy now.
Hasn't anyone told him that it is actually possible to have too much of a good thing?
If that's the taste he truly wants, far be it from me to contradict. His cuisine is a rather delicate repast.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong here. Mind...
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one element each.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this time is different.
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers. Let's keep moving.
what is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dana's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so fixed? Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Danans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks gorgeous.
From what I can tell, it would appear as though the only thing he didn't manage to teach you was how to apply makeup.
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything. Only reason he couldn't was because I prioritized my training.
And here I was trying to make a joke.
I can't tell if she's being serious. The only one here who knows him well enough was her.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have told us if it's actually true.
Oh?
Yes! Very nice.
Is that so? You don't say.
How?
I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice work.
Oh?
Very nice.
Well?
Yes! What?
What?
I don't believe this.
All right.
No.
Sure.
Really now?
Yes! What?
What?
Very nice. Yes.
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all the same.
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but frankly, they're starting to stink.
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did any laundry.
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out like this.
And Shion?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired? No backing down!
Dragon Swarm! First strike!
I'm only
Southern
getting
Wind!
started!
Searing Gale!
Round
First
and
strike!
go!
Talon Hurricane!
I'm only getting
Dragon-
started! These ones can run rings around us!
Searing Gale!
Round and pound! Here, let me help!
Dragon Swarm!
First aid!
I owe you one.
Flaming meaty
Take it away! Talon Hurricane! Rising Phoenix!
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and the bubbling to me!
Mega ray!
Talon Hurricane! Wind!
I'm gone!
Rising Sun! And Solid Storm!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Is it just me, or is anyone else peckish? Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Why didn't the Renans take...
No backing down!
Dragon Swarm!
Talon Hurricane!
Get behind me!
Round and hell!
Rising Phoenix!
On guard! I'm on it! Plenty left!
Win!
We got the advantage.
Good. Just have to make sure we keep it.
Don't worry, cause law's on.
On guard!
Prepare to be seized. Actually, perhaps found is more appropriate.
Less talking, more doing.
Raining Slash!
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life!
Wanna be the one to block next time?
Huh? Nah, not really my thing.
I won't forgive you!
I'm surrounded!
I'm only getting started!
On guard!
Stardust!
Eat this!
Rising Phoenix!
Mine! On
Dragon
guard!
Swarm!
On guard!
We got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
Sever all yours! Searing Gale!
You made quick work of them.
Want me to pick up your slack?
Just pointing it out.
Everyone hanging in there? I'll do my best!
I owe you one.
This one's mine! Talon Hurricane!
Careful! He has some kind of camouflage!
Tear you apart! Shot! Talon Hurricane! Burning through! Here, let me help! First aid! Look sharp!
Into the shadows!
Dragon Swarm! Win!
Burning strike! Rolling
Searing
shot!
Gale!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Tectonic
Here,
spark!
let me help.
First aid!
Now it's left.
I'll fix you up!
Ignite!
Watch this!
Recover!
Going in.
Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me
Solar
help.
Lightning
Wind!
meteor! First
Searing
aid!
Gale!
Talon storm! Chronicles field! Magna ray!
I'll stop its charge!
Thank you, Sara!
All good things come to an end.
Dragon Swarm!
Storm!
Severing Wind!
Flaming meteor!
Searing Gale!
Tectonic spark!
Going in.
I'm in trouble.
Call a doctor!
Take this.
If there was one, we would have called him.
That's a good point.
I'll cover you.
Dragon Swarm!
Leave the enemy's arch to me!
Here I go.
No complaints here.
Look sharp. Magna ray!
Do it. Jolie! Hey! Blow them away!
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
I wonder just how many people have been saved by Shion in some form. I'm impressed.
There's rumors flying around about people being saved by a Renin vision of beauty.
Vision of beauty? That's...
Pow!
This one's all mine!
This one's mine!
Win! Searing Gale!
It can hide itself?
Amazing!
Talon Hurricane!
Nothing gets by me!
I owe you one. Burn!
Eat this! I'll run
This
you
one's
through!
mine.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in!
Raining Slash!
Talon Hurricane!
Searing Gale!
Plenty left! In a bind, eat this!
Charge like that could easily be
Now
fatal.
you've gone in just as well. I'm here to stop you.
Let me help. First aid!
Now I can leave.
Yeah, you're looking funny too.
Right. I should probably do something about that.
Dragon Force!
Use a healing art!
Second wind!
Here you go!
Searing Gale!
Do it! Me again!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of food and water to go around here. For a Zoogle, this just might be paradise.
Great, that's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Have you guys checked your equipment lately?
Is there a reason you're looking at me so
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kisara.
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Danans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. no one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just... I'm looking at our finances and they seem to have taken a nosedive. I don't remember us making any big purchases, though.
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small amount to purchase something the other day.
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came upon a rather special object that I've long been searching for.
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that unique-looking trinket you're holding?
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Danan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dana, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied histories.
Well, if it's to preserve Danan history, then I guess we can maybe look the other way. Just this once?
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't even keep us fed?
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand. Had I let that opportunity pass me by, I'd never have come across this item again.
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass for dinner to try and stretch every last gold we have. You never know when we may need it.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shion's Firemaster core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours, Dohalim?
You mean my Earth Master Core, yes?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you, don't you?
I do. Each Master Core contains the astral energy harvested from Danan's slaves over the course of the last 3 centuries. Though only a select few qualified people, namely the Lords, can wield them, they nevertheless hold too much power to simply abandon.
If only the Lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shion can use theirs?
That may be because Shion has embedded the Firemaster Core within her body, something which wouldn't have occurred under normal circumstances.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Danans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and resources robbed from them, so too do I view mine as a symbol of our lasting sins. The pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Danans and the deaths of Renans.
Danans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were by the gate?
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about a Danan hero that's been passed down for generations.
Like I said, I sure haven't heard it before.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dana to ruin. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame that was capable of vanquishing the king. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dana had been saved, the people flew the crest of the Darkwings as thanks to the owl for its help. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it. You sure are well-versed in these sorts of things, Rinwell.
You know, the part where the hero defeats the king with a flame reminds me a little of Alphen.
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hootle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hootle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hootle lately. Is he doing okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own, so I'm not as worried as before.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't have to do everything for him.
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started taking a shine to everyone too, just like they did to him.
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really. It feels natural having Hootle and everyone around.
I know what you mean. We all support and take care of each other in our own ways. It's starting to feel like we're almost a family.
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that. So does that make you everybody's dad?
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like that? Okay, how about you be the big brother? Shion is the big sister. And Kisara can be our mom.
Well, then how about Dohalim for the dad?
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle, who's too preachy and snarky for his own good sometimes. And as for Law... Well, Hootle took the little brother role, and Law's definitely not the dad. This is hard. Oh! Law can be the pet dog!
A dog? Do dogs really count as part of a family?
Of course they do! If an owl can be part of our family, so can a dog. When you think about it like that, we have a pretty fun family.
Yeah, a pretty big one as well.
That's why I like it so much. I wish we didn't have to do anything dangerous. I just want to keep traveling the world with you guys the way we are right now.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. Actually, I think I'm gonna go practice with Hootle for a bit. Good night. I want to go back to bed.
A fish! You saw it too, right? Everything looks fine with the lure. All right, let's do this.
Wouldn't it be easier to simply use astral arts to catch the fish and be done with it?
That misses the whole point of going out to fish. Yeah! All right. That's not a fish I see often.
I don't recognize that fish. Is it okay to eat?
Yeah! All right, once more from the top. Yeah! Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. Okay, change of plans. All right, once more from the top. This feels like a big one. Wow, this fish is seriously rare.
That thing lives on Dana?
Now, where might those fish be? Yes! I caught a big one.
Is that even a fish? It's rather enormous for one, is it not?
Of course it is. It's an Orem arowana, a freshwater species that makes its home in these parts.
It's quite the impressive specimen. Why, I don't believe we ever had anything so large for dinner back at the palace.
That's because a fish like this is way too big to put on display at a formal dinner, let alone one for a sitting lord.
You catch a giant fish, and all you can talk about is how you're going to eat it?
What's wrong? You like eating too, don't you, Law? I can guarantee a fish this big is going to make for a good meal.
Well, when you put it like that, I guess I am a little excited to dig into it and see how it tastes.
Moments such as this are a good reminder of what I would have missed out on. I'm glad I decided to join you all on this journey. I may have once been a lord, but in truth, my insight into this world was rather limited. And that is, despite the myriad opportunities lordship ostensibly affords.
Wish every Renin was as self-aware as you. Maybe then things wouldn't be so bad.
Indeed. When I say Menancia was beyond lucky to have you as its lord, I really mean it. I'd even say it was miraculous. Now, as for that fish, I'm thinking I'll make some steaks out of it tonight.
Oh, that sounds good! I can't wait!
Miraculous. That's hardly the word I would use to describe myself.
An opponent like this should be easy. Dragon form!
That frickin' does it!
Several
Meteor!
Searing gale!
Burning strike! Keep shot! Ground and pound!
Okay.
You're done!
It's time!
Never mind!
Well, away! Dragon form!
Ground and pound! Ready to go! I'm coming!
Dragon form!
Eat this!
Dragon form!
Ground and pound!
Pierce through!
Look sharp! Let me help!
Blending splash!
This one's mine! Storm! Burning! Look sharp!
First strike!
Ground and pound!
No further!
Go in!
You picked the wrong fight!
Here, let me help! It's here!
I'll smash you!
It's here!
An astral art?
That's my
Here's
cue.
a healing art!
Shut him down!
Dragon form! I feel like me again! What a relief!
Blending
Here's a
splash!
healing art! First aid!
Now I can let loose!
Going in! Just getting started! This one's mine! Into the shadows! Mega ray! Here's a healing art! I never miss!
It was nice.
Here, let me help!
Take this!
First
There
aid!
you go! I feel like me
Excited.
again!
You're mine! Art expert coming through! Here, let me help!
Stardust!
Thanks, Shield!
First strike! Rising
Make it
Phoenix!
rain!
Ball! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade! I can feel my power growing!
Here's a healing art! First aid! I'm going! Hear me! Flame going in! Here I go! I'm only getting started! Going in!
Right on
Here,
track!
discharge! Here's a healing art! Going in! First aid! Ground and pound!
It's on!
This one's mine! Into the
Try
shadows!
this!
Look sharp!
Blending splash!
Ground and pound!
Away!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw!
Here's a healing art! First aid!
Now I can let loose! Burn it out!
Hurricane! Here I go! It's
Dragon
over!
form!
Ground and pound!
Dust to
Here,
dust!
let me help
Searing
one
gale!
time.
Storm!
First aid!
I owe you one for that.
Take it! It's over!
Take this!
Mega ray!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for. Get behind
It's
me.
in the sky!
Good!
It's
I'll
mine!
leave it to you!
Burning meteor!
Here I go!
Hear me!
Searing gale!
I don't feel so hot.
You should sit this one out there.
Here's a
And miss
healing
all the
art.
fun. No way.
I'll pick you up!
Armor won't save you!
Recover!
I owe you one.
I lost my focus!
Here I go!
Dragon form!
Make it rain!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
Seriously?
Let me help.
Is this a joke?
I really owe you one.
Eat this! Dragon Swarm! Talon Hurricane! Pierce through!
Here's a healing arc.
This one's mine. Hey, when did I get so popular?
Dragon Swarm! Talon Hurricane!
Going in.
Searing Gale!
You've got a knack for battle.
I still play.
Get toasty.
Bird Strike!
Right. Next one.
Already on it.
Chocolate Flash!
Get it.
Dragon Swarm! Talon Storm!
Make it rain.
Bizarre. Go for it.
Prepare to crumble.
We managed to pull through.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
You picked the wrong fight!
First try.
Let me help.
Dragon Swarm!
Look sharp.
Okay, here I go.
Strike!
Hurricane.
Rising Phoenix!
Here, let me help. First aid.
Okay, here I go.
Armor won't save you.
Tectonic Punch!
Burning.
Dragon Swarm!
Here, let me help.
Win!
First aid.
Searing Gale!
This one's mine.
Sight.
Talon Hurricane!
This one's mine.
Mega
ray.
Eat this. I'm gone. Can't get out of this.
Here's a healing arc. First aid.
Flaming meteor.
Severing Wind!
Look
Stunner!
sharp.
Round and
Talon
pound.
Hurricane!
I'll take you all on. Ha! Flare the Malachel.
Here's a healing arc. First
I
aid.
owe you a piss on!
Look sharp.
Here, let me help. First aid.
Eat this!
What a relief.
Dragon
Here's
Swarm!
a healing arc.
Raining Flash!
There you go. Look sharp. Like me shattering pieces. Attack time.
Here's a healing
Turn
arc.
up.
First aid.
Going
Dragon
in.
Swarm! Launch!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Dawn.
Sonic Thrust!
Going in.
Raining Flash!
Now or never.
So far.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart for your heart.
Can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done. Going in.
Raining Flash!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Dragon Swarm! Hurricane!
Right here.
Let the marksman handle this.
Pierce through! Shockwave Flash!
Going in.
Raining
Strike! Hurricane! Dragon Swarm! Wind! Searing Gale!
This one's mine!
Dragon Swarm!
This one's mine! Now
Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah, and this one to me. That's quite a talent.
Your father once made the same remark.
So even my dad noticed, huh?
Can't get out of this!
I know fine weapon material when I see it.
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Gotta break through!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more left.
Right! No time to...
I'll end you.
Blew away!
Talon Storm.
Raining Slash! Dragon Swarm!
Pesky airborne scoundrel.
I'll stop your movement!
And I'll stop your life. And done.
Let's keep up the pace!
I can't heal you forever.
You picked the wrong fight!
Now I'm in the groove.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in.
Wind! Hurricane! Searing Gale!
Prepare to be sealed. I'll tear you apart.
Sharply Slash!
Oh, now I'm real mad.
Dragon Swarm!
Going in.
Sonic Thrust! Try this!
Blow away.
Rending!
I'll crush you. Lightning reflexes. Tenebrous claw.
Into the shadows. Mega ray.
Armor won't save you.
No! Can't end here!
Come on! You have to hold on!
It's
Going in! Idiot! Discard!
Hurricane. I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Going in. Hurricane.
Dragon Swarm!
Plenty left. I'll end
Severing
you.
Wind!
Mega ray.
The enemy wields arts too.
We'll soon see about that. Take it. I'm only getting to it.
Blew away!
Shion, get toasty.
Bird strike.
Good to know my training is paying off.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Can't handle me, can you?
I'll burn out!
This one's mine!
Severing Wind!
Burning
Searing Gale! We did it!
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to
We
your
may
heart's
get out of this
content.
alive after all.
Yeah, things were looking bad for a minute there.
Stand back.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
Dragon Swarm! Blow away! I'm
Going in. You're mine.
Dragon Swarm! Wind! Stardust! Rising Phoenix!
Keep the healing on. Get toasty.
Burn Strike!
I've used a bit too much healing.
Hoo, 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 hoo. Hoo, hoo. Hoo, 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 hoo.
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
Guess I misread the landing.
I think the animals back at the ranch should be all grown up by now.
I always love the sound of hammer. Hammer's banging away.
There are still so many creatures we don't know about.
This should definitely keep you guys full.
Make sure to get some good rest. Well, off we go.